Hi everybody, thank you so much. Let me get myself comfortable for tuning into Carol's Daily Sauce. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell so that you are reminded of all of the videos that I upload. So I'm coming to you all today with, my goodness, just a really interesting update on the coronavirus. And you know, you guys, I know we see it and blastered everywhere, all over the news, about what our local officials and what the president of the United States is saying and what the Surgeon General is saying in regards to the coronavirus or COVID-19. And y'all, the reality is these viruses are viruses that come and go all the time. You can look back years ago where we were inundated with these viruses and inundated with these things. But the reason I really wanted to talk about this today is I am concerned about how it is the government, the president, those in high official positions can continue to tell us, the United States people, to wash our hands, don't have a lot of contact. They don't necessarily suggest that you wear gloves or that you wear a mask. What they basically say is wash your hands. The problem with a lot of us here in the United States is we don't wash our hands. There are rumors about this virus starting out with people eating bats. There are rumors with this virus about people eating something that was a mix, and because it originated from China or because the people who were first found to have the virus came from China or traveled to China, that's where it came from, because the majority of the people there are the ones who were inflicted with it initially first. What I don't understand, and what I believe I'll never understand, is how they keep taking these people off of these princess cruises, all of these grand cruise trips, and bringing them to ports or into cities, mainly in California where I live, and leaving these people here to cough and sneeze all on us. Now, my mother-in-law was indicating to me that there was a lady, and she was an Asian lady, who was inside of a elevator. And while she was in the elevator, her nasty tail was spitting on the elevator buttons, spitting on the walls, climbing up on stuff, and just being foul and nasty, as if she were placed here to spread the disease. Y'all, because that's what it is. Once you start killing people and people are dying at a rapid pace, such as they are, when schools are being closed, when people are being told to stay home, and if you have to go out, stay away from large groups, wear a mask, it's an epidemic, okay? Now, I also read an article that literally said, we don't get it. We being black folks don't get it. I don't know how much truth there is in that, but what I can tell you is this: black, white, purple, green, red, blue, whatever your nationality is, whatever your hue is, the bottom line is this: when you sneeze, cover your mouth. When you cough, cover your mouth. When you go to the restroom and use the restroom and you come out, wash your hands. But when you wash your hands, don't go grabbing the door. Once you wash your hands, throw that towel away, get another towel so that you can open the door. Use your body. This is what I do, y'all. Use your body to kind of like push the door back so that you can get out. You have got to be responsible for your own health, okay? We know that in the United States right now, the doctors, all of those in the medical field are being inundated with people who think they may have the symptoms of the coronavirus. But the reality is, this is a monopoly. All of these people are being given medication. They're being given medication and more medication. I'm quite sure, because it is somewhat of a respiratory type of illness with fever and chills and things like that, that people are getting the inhalers. Now, I have asthma. I have a lot of breathing difficulties. I don't need that mess. I don't need it. The flu takes me out for a very extended period of time. So I definitely don't want to get this corona crap and then be down for God knows how long. We just need to take care of ourselves. I'm not necessarily talking about eating healthy, but hey, if you got to eat healthy to stay healthy, eat healthy to stay healthy. But more than anything, where this coronavirus is concerned, the most important thing that we need to be doing is covering your mouth, washing your hands, having good maintenance of spreading. If you are in your household and you're in your household with more than yourself, you need to have Lysol, you need to have Lysol wipes, you need to have Lysol wipes. If you are unable to get to a bathroom, say you're out in public and you're unable to get to a bathroom, get yourself a little bitty container of hand sanitizer. Hand sanitizer, from what I can understand, kills 99%, depending on which one you get, of all of the germs that are around. Practice good cleaning methods. Washing your hands, covering your hand when you cough. You know what? Something even greater than covering your hand like this when you cough is to have a paper towel or something that you can cough into, throw away when you're done with it. Wash your hands. Whether, if you're unable to be near water and soap, sanitizer, just use it. There are so many people that are dying. I read that the state of Washington, schools are closed and everything. I just looked on the NBC News today, where there was a news conference, and I believe it took place yesterday, but there was a news conference and they were talking to the vice president and the team of the coronavirus. They call it the coronavirus task team. So it's a team of people that President Trump has put together to work on this epidemic, okay? And they mentioned that schools are closed in Washington, but the suggestion of some of the reporters was maybe they should close schools in the United States for 8 weeks. Are you kidding me? Close schools for 8 weeks in the United States? No, maybe you need to not let anybody who does not live in the United States come into the antibody, not just people from China, because even if you got people coming from Egypt, say you got people coming from Egypt, say you got people coming from Holland, you don't know if those persons, just because you talk to someone and you ask them, have they traveled to China within the last 4 to 6 weeks or 2 weeks or however long they asked, it doesn't necessarily mean that those people are going to tell you the truth. Just stop everybody from coming into the country until this epidemic is taken care of. Does that mean that a lot of people are going to be stuck where they're at? Unfortunately, it does. But you can't control an epidemic that is taking the lives of innocent people if you're steady letting people come in and out of the country. I believe I heard on the news that President Trump had halted those coming from China. But as I said, you don't know if someone from Africa had traveled to China within the last 4 to 6 weeks and been exposed to the coronavirus. So it's a lot of things that need to be taken care of. But in closing, because I don't want this video to be long and I am on 10 minutes already, I just want to say, for your own protection, for your own safety, and yes, I'm pointing at you because you matter. Wash your hands. Don't only wash your hands when you go into the restroom. Wash your hands periodically during the day. If you find that your hands are dry and that your hands are kind of sore from all the hand washing, that indicates that you are doing exactly what it is that you are supposed to be doing, because people are dropping like flies as a result of this coronavirus. You're responsible for you need to be responsible for your own health care. Okay? I think it's really, really sad because we have older persons who don't really get out much, but because their immune system is so compromised because of their age, a lot of them have passed away as a result of contracting the coronavirus, being infected by somebody, being exposed to someone that was infected, and now they're no longer here. Be responsible for your own health care. Wash your hands. Cover your mouth when you cough. Cover your mouth when you sneeze. You can go wherever it is that you want to go, but if you know that you're going to be around a lot of people, for instance, the train in New York, the BART in California, the buses, public transportation, Uber and Lyft, all of those things where a lot of people are in and out of, you need to make sure that you are practicing good hygiene, good self-hygiene, good hygiene with sneezing and coughing and things of that nature. Another thing I would definitely mention is people a lot of times drink after one another, and that's not good, because if you're used to drinking after this person and this person went somewhere and was exposed to the virus, and then you're drinking after the person, now you are exposed to the virus. So it's just a matter of us as a whole taking care of our own health and maintenance, cleaning maintenance, making sure that you are ensuring that you aren't going to be sick with that thing. Because let me tell you something. Hunty, I did not have the coronavirus a couple of weeks ago, but when I tell you I was so sick. Now, I did have a virus, a flu virus, and get the flu shot every year. I'm often told that I have to. I've been told because of the other problems that I have to get the flu shot, because if I don't get the flu shot, what can end up happening is it'll be worse for me if I should get the flu. I'm like, Lord, if it's worse than this. Y'all, I had the flu and I was down in the bed for 10 days straight. 10 days straight. So it's not worth it. It's not worth it, you guys. You use your own common sense. Use your own maintenance. Health maintenance. Make sure that you are washing your hands, covering your mouth, not eating after other people, not being in places that you're normally eating. And one of the things I did read, Facebook is horrible. I read something about don't eat Chinese food because the chicken wings that they get come from China. And because the chicken wings come from China, the chickens could have been infected with the coronavirus. That could very well be true. But you know what? You can get some chicken wings from another country, or you can get some ground beef or some ground turkey and stuff, fish from another country, and it could be something else. The most important thing is practicing good hand washing maintenance for yourself. In addition to that, if there's a question about something you're eating, don't eat it. Just don't eat it. You know, if you feel like you are jeopardizing whatever, just don't eat it. For instance, when I had the flu, the only thing that I could eat for 2 weeks, by the way, was soup. Everything else was too heavy. I don't like canned soup. I don't like canned soup, y'all. I like Progresso. I like Progresso, but I don't like the taste of preservatives. I don't like the fake taste of stuff. I just don't. I like to make my own soups. Well, I didn't have the energy to make my own soups. So what my husband and I do is we eat pho. Pho is a Vietnamese soup. And it's like a chicken soup. You can get chicken, you can get shrimp, you can get beef, you can get tribe, I think they call it. It's all different. You can get meatballs. It's all different types of soups that you could actually get. And they put onions in it and cilantro, and you get jalapenos. And that, when we ate that, was able to bring a lot of phlegm and stuff up. So that worked for me. But you know what? It's one of those types of things. You know that saying, when in doubt, throw it out? When in doubt, just don't eat it. When in doubt, if you think it's something that might be laced with a coronavirus or infected or so, just don't use it. But the one thing I want you guys to know, those people in China, if you look at videos here on YouTube, their practices as far as cleanliness is amazing. I seen a video a couple of weeks ago, and if I can remember the name of the video, I have to look at my history. I will put it along the bottom of the screen. But this particular restaurant, and it was a Chinese restaurant in China. A lot of the restaurants in China right now are closed, but this particular restaurant was not closed. This restaurant had been hired by hospitals in China to provide the meals for the sick people in China. So what ends up happening is and this video is going to be about 20 minutes. What ends up happening is when the people come in and they're infected with the coronavirus, obviously they put them away from other people. They quarantine them. But this particular restaurant cooks for them. And what the restaurant does is the people that come in to work have to come in. When they come in from the outside, they are washed down with like a bleach type of mixture to clean. I mean, the reporter who was actually doing this was literally pumped and sprayed down with bleach. And after they sprayed him down with like a bleach type of cleanser substance, he had to put on a jumpsuit to protect going into the restaurant and causing the food that is meant to be made for people in the hospital to be infected. So they have some really good, meaning the Chinese people have some really good practices that they are taking up to kind of alleviate the spread of the coronavirus. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. The most important thing I want to say in closing is just wash your hands, cover your mouth, be responsible for your own health. If something does not feel right, you make it right by going to the doctor and seeing what's going on. Now, 9 times out of 10, it probably isn't even corona. But do you think that those people who have been diagnosed with coronavirus thought they actually had it? Nope. They were feeling horrible, so they came. In closing, I do want to say this. A lot of the cruise ships are being sent to California. We had a cruise ship that was ported at the port of Oakland, California. There was a man on the news and he was like, I think we're in Oakland or we're in Portland. No, boo, you're in Oakland, California. I actually have a family member who works at the Port of Oakland. And it kind of upset me because you've got people who are working every day and in good health, and you're bringing these people, because some of the people that were on that ship were infected with the coronavirus. So we're going to just put some prayers up for the people who are infected. We're going to put some prayers up for the people who have been shipped here from these cruise ships. I don't know why they keep shipping them here. I used to live in Fairfield, California, and when the virus had first come out, they had sent some people down there, and those people had come from China, and 5 of the 19 people that they actually shipped to Fairfield had the coronavirus. So just be responsible for your own health. Make sure that you aren't eating after people. I know I keep repeating myself, but it's very important to be responsible for your own health. And if it were me, I just wouldn't be around a whole bunch of folks that I don't know, especially not coughing and all that kind of stuff around me. No, if when in doubt, move somewhere else or just don't go out. All right, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell so that you're reminded of all of the videos I upload. I love you all, and I hope to talk to you real soon. Lastly, in closing, remember, you are the only you that you can be. Do the best of it to your ability. I'll talk to you all real soon. Bye-bye.